I'm Riley Harvey for VCN, and I am back to bring you coverage of Thursday night's PRT handicap race. Unfortunately, I was a little bit preoccupied with real life there as the race kicked off, so we were just covering it with some Autobot, but I'm back with you now to catch up with the race as it unfolds. We've got Daniel and Kinder leading the race here. Very briefly looking at Daniel and Kinder there, I'm thinking that both their powers are looking like they are not being affected by the watt per kilogram metrics that they should have applied. So we're going to drop back to the next group on the road where we've got Ayuro, Janssens and Cabramanca, who are being chased up there by Kayan. And I think it's Andre Fugara there. Kayan just dropping back slightly. Fugara regular on the RGT handicap races, which happen every Thursday night on Wahoo RGT. Just dropping back there, we've got Moss in 8th position, and then behind them we've got a grouping of Chris Bancross, Gary Taylor, D'Souza, A-Rat, Darren Ray and David Brookhusen. Aaron just bridging up to Bancross there. More gapping opening up in this little group. Taylor being dropped towards the back. Further back we've got some more regulars. Will Deegan, Strong, Ian Muzz, Will Stone taking part in the event for the first time in a little while. And Librex. Good to see Will from Team Lou joining in. And then we've Desolt, again, another rider that used to be a regular on the PRT handicap races. Seeing a lot of riders coming back on the event. Had little breaks and they're coming back to us now after enjoying some sunshine. Evans, Landman, and we've Pellerman, Sayers, Mero, Rowe, Jordan Twiddy and Stuart Ludlow there. Not too far off that group. And then we have Murray. Looks like they're riding for 2 teams, Murray. Oh, good to see Christoph Contant chipping in on the chat. We are live at VCN headquarters. No matter what platform you're on, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, if you send a message through, we will respond. And we've Olsen. And then we've Ace, one of the riders from the React ladies team, taking part tonight. And Witt as well from the React ladies team. Antoine going through there. Evans with Chris Shackleton. And Kurt Lang and Michael Franks. They're riders from the Lu 2 team. And they're in the company of Sartori. Further down the ranking here, we've got a Bus, Adams, Dave Hayes and Barry Wilson in this group as well. Group of bots just looking around. Then with Silvestri. And for Shoren. Cheng. Then Robinson. James Butler. And that's Joyce Johnson. Lotti coming under the halfway banner there. Fitzpatrick. And another Silvestri. Oh, Falk's giving a big shout out. Falk Levian's giving a shout out for Wendy Wonder Wheels. I saw her on the team list, but I think I may have just missed it going through that rundown there. See Daniel's out in the front here. As I say, Daniel's looking at the power bar underneath Daniel's name there. I think they're very possibly not taking part in the weight handicapping that is in this race. Kinder too, I think is suffering from that. Perhaps not read the instructions. There are instructions at the beginning of all the races. Don't usually matter, but in this one it does. Cabramanca, third position, and they're being followed by Andre Fugara, Kayan, Irode, and Janssens. Janssens are the Pedalers team. Let's drop back and see if we can catch Wendy Wonder Wheels. Stone Merrow. Colson, Antoine. Two of the riders there from Team Riak. Yeah, not sure what position Wendy is in. Michael Franks again there. Christoph Contant commenting that next time in the race hopes to be over 100 kilograms. This is the fantastic race. The race where the better you get, the heavier you go. Have some good groupings coming up to the finish line. As I say, we are on the chat. Love to hear from you all. Christoph and Falk contributing. We've got around about 7 kilometers to go for most of these riders. It is a good showing. Falk's commenting that it's a great showing by all the Team Lou riders. Lots of teams taking part in this event. We're jumping back up to the front here with Daniel and Kinder, who we are going to quickly scan past. Cabramanca being the earliest of the riders that even so with Cabramanca, I'd love for confirmation off Will Usher PRT as to whether some of these riders are struggling with the handicapping. So for anyone that's not sure about how this race series works, the PRT handicap race is a race that's designed to level the field for all the riders and allow a more enjoyable competition for a wider range of abilities. And the way that's achieved is that you take your FTP, your functional threshold power, and you divide that by 3.2, and that gives you your weight in kilograms that you would enter into the game. So your weight will be higher if you've got a higher FTP, and your weight will be lower if you've got a lower FTP. And this means that more capable athletes, more powerful athletes will be slowed by a weight gain, and the less capable athletes, perhaps riders who aren't frequently on the turbo trainer, will be sped up by a weight loss. Now these watt per kilogram interactions only really affect on hills, so that's why there's always some hills included in the handicap races to ensure that that metric works and that the riders can all compete. But that brings into it another bit of the dynamic in that the riders then need to choose their points to attack. So the lighter riders need to make sure that they're attacking and riding strong on the hills to make the most of their weight loss. And the heavier riders need to make sure that they're riding strong on the flatter sections to make the most of their raw power. So you see Cabramanca here is working away with a good high cadence, 92. The heart rate's at 146. Jürgen Jansson's just behind them there, and the team pedalers. Heart rate's up at 160. Power of around about 300 as well. Kayan here, not riding with a heart rate monitor. Just about to be caught and passed by Eirud there, as you see Janssens and Cabramanca are just applying a little bit more power and opening up a slight gap. Eirud, their heart rate up at 169, so they're definitely putting in some effort now. Andre Fugara. Andre usually rides with quite a high weight penalty, normally in the region of about 20 kilograms. So you can see that even on these gentler slopes, their heart rate's up at 180. They're really having to put in quite a lot of power to keep going at this. 7% now, and it's continuing to kick upwards. See their real life speed slowing 10.6 kilometers per hour. Andre Fugara pushes. We may see Taylor here start to close the gap now. Taylor on the earlier sections of this slope. If I remember rightly, Taylor is benefits from the handicap, at least certainly seems to benefit from the handicapping. And they're coming into these earlier slopes now, and speeds of 23 kilometers per hour. Andre Fugara gapping 300 meters. So it'd be interesting to see how much Taylor closes that down. Managed to jump the group of Bankers, Broekhuizen and Moss. They're slightly spread with Darren Ray a little bit further down in 12th position. Darren been having some success again recently. He's had a little break from RGT cycling and come back. Been having some top 10 finishes in the PRT handicap race, but perhaps not one of them tonight. Been suffering a little bit with his weight change not sticking. Darren Ray being closed in on by Rat. Darren pushing 200 watts. Heart rate 158. Grinding out fairly low cadence down at 59. But it is a 19% slope that we're attacking at the moment. And Rat is managing to close that gap, it looks, to Darren Ray. 390 watts and 4.5 watts per kilogram, digging deep. And Rat comes past Darren Ray. Oh, Darren instantly jumps up on the pedals. A little bit of a sprint there. And he's off up the road. That's only short-lived, unfortunately. Darren's easing on the power again. Bankers, Broekhuizen locked together like twins, are in the same colours. Moss made it up to Taylor there, and that's his Taylor. Enjoying this slope even more than Taylor is. For Andre Fugara, that gap's not being closed to him. He's still got 200 meters even on this steep gradient. Kayan, Eirud, Janssens and Cabramanca all further down the road. in there. 200 meters in front. Janssens and Eyrud stuck together. Janssens' heart rate up to 169 now. Eyrud pumping out 183 there, his heart rate, as they come onto the flat section and look towards a slight descent. See Cabramanca in the distance there, whether Eyrud and Janssens are able to work together and reel in Cabramanca, who's opened up a not insignificant lead of 170 meters. We're going to jump forward again and check in with Cabramanca, who can't quite see Eyrud and Janssens behind, but they are there. That gap's opened up slightly. Those two riders, Eyrud and Janssens, will have to work together to close down Cabramanca. Daniel Kinder taking the lead from Daniel with 340 meters left to go. And Kinder is going to be crossing the line in just under 43 minutes. A lot of the riders using the built-in voice feature that's been brought into RGT now to scream at each other, pant at each other, and discuss team tactics. So they are riding in teams within this event as Daniel comes over the line in, again, just under 43 minutes. And with Cabramanca, who's managed to keep Eyrud and Janssens at bay. Eyrud and Janssens are locked together though behind. Be interesting to see who starts throwing the first punches behind. Eyrud and Janssens are within a meter of each other. Cabramanca coming over the line to claim third place, but we may have some after race modifications to the rankings. Will Usher, the organizer of these events and the head coach of PRT, will be no doubt scrutinizing these riders' average powers and be eliminating some of them. Cabramanca comes over the line. Eyrud and Janssens together. Eyrud goes first. Eyrud kicks strongly, just enough to dislodge Janssens from his wheel. Janssens coming through with a late, strong sprint, but it's too big a gap for him to cover. Payan coming over in 6th position. And then Andre Fugara still managing to hold back Moss and Taylor. Moss on that climb's managed to overhaul Taylor and open up a decent lead for himself. Andre Fugara comes over. It's over 46 minutes for him to finish. Strong race for Fugara. Moss, 8th position. Taylor, Bankers, Brookhuizen. Looking like it's going to be a shootout between those three, just behind Moss. And Moss is coming over the line in 8th position. 46 minutes. Taylor's going first. Bankers is falling. Brookhuizen. Distance. Bankers goes through. Oh, Bankers. 10.8 watts per kilogram to take the position from Taylor. And then Brookhuizen. His race is already done. He's come through in 11th position. Darren Ray. Saw as Rat overtook Darren Ray earlier on in the race. And Darren pulled out an early sprint to distance Rat. But we're now with 210 meters left to go. Rat's still there. Darren managed to hold the power and keep a long distance sprint going. 60 meters still to go, but Darren eases off the power. Comes through in front of Rat, who comes through in 13th position. Rowe, you can see behind him the figure of Strong. 230 meters left. 70 meters gapping here between Rowe and Strong, but with anything but a Herculean sprint, it's going to be difficult for Strong to cover that gap. Strong comes over in 15th. Big pack finish here with, oh, was that Liebrecht, Dan Olsen, Muzz, Sayers. Oh, Sayers didn't come over that line then. Sayers is in this group and is leading them out. Let's see who's going to win this. As Murrow comes through with an early sprint. 110 meters left to go. De Souter's responding, taking with him Sayers. Merrow holding them off. Merrow holds them off. And through in first of the group with De Souter and Sayers behind. Jordan Twiddy. Coming over in 24th position. And Landman. Last little sprint there. And there's Evans. And Stuart Ludlow. Falk saying there's some decent separation there. Certainly coming to the line, these riders are giving it their all. It's Pellerman. Comes through. 28th position. Some chat on the WhatsApp group from Gary Taylor saying, well done, Team Orange. David Brookhuizen just saying he didn't manage to get into the slipstream. There's the result there. It's Mauro Bresciani, I think is the name of this rider. He's coming over in 29th position. Sartori through in 30th. And then we've another group behind there who are battling half positions. Some serious power being put down behind as well. There's Michael Franks. Whacks out 10 watts per kilogram momentarily, but eases off. Sartori comes over the line. Murray going first from this group with 500 meters still to go. I think he's gone too early. We see Michael Franks leading out the Team Blue train. Kurt Lang. Antoine Chris Shackleton. Murray still going. 330 meters left to the line. Michael Franks closing the gap to him. As Michael Franks burnt his matches, making the connection. Murray in the amber power bar, and Michael Franks is on the wheel, locked in. Kurt Lang, Antoine Chris Shackleton, looks like they're battling out between themselves. Michael Franks sitting in behind Murray. Is he going to put a leg sprint in? Let's see if Michael Franks has got anything left in the tank. Murray goes. Franks just sticks in there. Chris Shackleton. And then we've got Antoine Kurtlang. Evans sticking to the wheel of Ace and just going at the last moment. Not quite dispatched Ace. Ace is still battling hard, but Evans looking like they've managed to hold on there as Ace comes over the line 37th. Olsen comes through in 38th position. And with Adams and Buss. Adams holding on to 39th position with Witt coming up the outside there. Witt comes through over Adams. Witt holding the sprint. Adams is tucked into the wheel, but Witt's just got enough to keep off. And then Buss comes through with Barry Wilson. Some bots to work through here. So we go back. It's got Dave Hayes now. Dave Hayes distanced by his Team Lou teammates, comes through, overtakes those bots and pushes on for the finish line. Dave Hayes comes home 52nd position. Good race. Silvestri in 75th position here. It's looking like there is some questionable performances in the top ranking finishing of the race. With Chris Kinder, Jeremia Daniela and Pedro Cabramanca all over 4 watts per kilogram. Shouldn't theoretically be possible. And Cyril Ayrud and Jürgen Jansson's also a little bit high on the wattage with 3.7 on the averages. So perhaps they need to look at their power levels, do a fresh FTP for next week and come back with an adjusted weight for next week's race. We'd love to have them back, but just nice to have everyone working on the same playing field. The Silvestri comes over in 75th. What, Wendy, Daisy, Nick. We have got Wendy Wonderwheels. There we are. How we managed to miss her earlier on in the race. She's there in 79th position, battling on. Pushing out some good power as we're coming up to the finish line. 230 meters left to go. $150 meters. Every last morsel out on the road here. Moment of time of under an hour. The barriers take control of the camera. Verschuren just briefly stopping there. They are back underway with a big kick. Verschuren 81st position here. Seemingly having some issues with their sensors as they drop out once again. Hopefully they'll make it to the finish line. They might do it just on gravity alone. We're on a minus 0.5% slope here. Verschuren coming up to the line. They are clear of Their nearest competitor, which it's Butler. I think that's Seamus Butler. And they're coming home in 81st position. Enjoying a little break for the last section there. Perhaps cursing at their controls. Butler is there with power up at 4.1 watts per kilogram briefly there. They're over the climb and onto the descending section towards this finish line. Butler underneath the Flamme Rouge and just over 800 meters left to go to the finish line. Butler in the Team Lou jersey there. The matching red Evo bike. Glorious sunshine in the distance there. Not getting much of that UK weather, turned to the gloomy stuff now. And Butler pushes on to finish under the hour with a little sprint at the end here for the cameras. Cheng not quite close enough to challenge Butler's position, and decently in front of Robinson. Majority of the riders managing to complete this course in under the hour. Very fast going. Robinson now in 84th position. These races brought to you with the help of Precision Rewards. If you're interested in any cycling gear, then we encourage you to head over to www.precision-rewards.co.uk and you can check out a load of discounts that are available to you on all, well, not all, but the majority of cycling equipment, Specialized, Torque Fitness, Perform collagen, which seems to be everywhere now. Collagen gels and collagen pills being heralded as the next wonder thing for cycling and all exercise. As Robinson comes over in 84th position. Johnson 85th. I think that these riders can probably be bumped up comfortably by 3 positions, perhaps a few more, but we'll wait on race control answering that question. Johnson pushes forward and going to be over the line in an hour. It's going to scrape just under an hour and 1 minute, I think. And still out on the course, we've got Silvestri. And then not too far behind with Fitzpatrick. Silvestri wearing the ODZ kit. And the laser helmet. Andre Pagara is just jumping on the chat. He's damn, another huge effort. It was fantastic racing, Andre. He did very well there. Always good to see you on the course. And Andre says, thanks everyone, see you next week. We will look forward to seeing you back on the course next week. Perhaps sometime during the week as well. We are covering the Moonriders races on Mondays at 7 o'clock as well. Encourage you to take part in those. Moonriders, fantastic team, who organise a few events during the year. They've got the 8 of 12 event that they're doing at the moment, which takes place every Monday. And they have an upcoming short series, which I think is over the space of 5 days. 5 consecutive days. They'll be doing soon. If you check out Moonriders, have got a team page where they post up all their events on Facebook. They're always looking for team members. There's a lot of busy teams on RGT now, looking out for new riding talent. But it's quite a fun community thing to be involved with. Team Lou is a team that's close to my heart, team that I'm a member of. But not massively into racing. There is a good team spirit there though, and if you are ever into doing more racing, there's always somebody willing to jump on with you. Very supportive. Silvestri comes over 86th position. Silvestri comes over 86th position, and within an hour and 5 minutes across the line. 1 hour 4 minutes 22 seconds 25 seconds, sorry. Fitzpatrick into the finishing straight. And they are coming home. Not too long to go. And they cross the line in 1 hour, 4 minutes and 53 seconds. And that's all our live races home. Hope that you've enjoyed the event this evening. It's been fun bringing it to you from VCN. Hope that you can join us for some of the other events that we do as well. And that's it for tonight from myself, Riley Harvey. This has been VCN. This has been the PRT Handicap race, which happens every Thursday night at 7 PM. And catch you next time.